started. So it's just very disappointing weekend. We knew how young we were, and we knew we had to fill along pieces from last year's offense and defense. And obviously, that's a work in progress. I think we're going to be able to get there. We thought pitching might carry us till then, but we've had just so many kind of self-inflicted, like, I don't know for sure if this is an accurate statement, but the 10 runs they got today, in my head, 9 of them was just self-inflicted. And I don't want to take anything away from Coastal, but nothing they really did to get those 9 runs. It was all self-inflicted by us. I think one was a 2-out walk, and then the fly ball to right field that got out, and then an error. Shortstop just bobbled the ball and a double to left field. Somehow unexpectedly don't catch a fly ball in right field, and 4 runs scored there at the end. So it was just it's disappointing. I think that's how you play when you're doubting yourself. And I think most players doubt themselves because offensively they're not going well, and they take it over to the defensive part. Why the pitchers aren't pounding the zone right now, I don't have an explanation for that. But anyway, it'll be good to get back to Raleigh, and obviously we got a lot of work to do. Whether we can get there or not, we'll find out. But there's a lot of work to be done. Maybe we're playing the wrong players. Maybe we got to put a different line up there and give some other guys a chance. But we'll work on figuring it out. But I would like to say Peak Events put on a tremendous tournament. They did everything right. They did some little things that in 40-some years of going on the road and playing baseball in tournaments and everywhere that I hadn't seen. That was kind of cool for the players, and I thought Peak Events did a heck of a job.
When you have mental errors, especially out in the field, what can you do in practice and in games to try to adjust for that?
You got to just make sure you got the right people out there more than anything else. Players make plays. You can practice all you want to, but players make plays. You got to have baseball players, and that's kind of all I want.
Mentally speaking, again, how do you balance the line between going back and trying to get them to kind of forget this performance, to get ready, to reset, and also make sure that's something they're thinking about to make sure they can get better?
I don't think they should forget it at all. Matter of fact, if we had the ability on this 7.5-hour bus ride we're getting ready to take, I really regret we didn't fly. It's going to put us back home. I don't know what time, but if I had the ability, I don't know if we can because it was on streaming on D1. I think they should watch all 3 games and not forget it. They should watch it and see how bad of baseball it was, and see if we can't go back and figure some things out.
Talking about reviewing the tape and going forward, y'all scheduled very heavily in the non-conference in the midweeks, and then getting into ACC play. And considering the quality opponent y'all played this week, how important are these lessons learned this week to be able to turn things around?
Well, it's what we've always tried to do, is play a good schedule. And there, we knew this was going to be a great tournament. All the teams here were as described, and we saw where we're at right now. We're not there, and but mentally right now we got to pick it back up, or we'll get beat by teams that maybe we should be beating right now. So we got to figure that out. But when you're not going good, I think guys tend to think too much. You just got to go play hard and play to win. If you can play hard and play to win, you can figure some things out. But right now, guys are thinking, and it mostly comes down to offense. Guys that aren't swinging the bats, there's other things they're not doing well either, and it's that's the biggest problem I got.
What did you see from Duden today, and where can he improve?
I don't know. He was. I think as I said about a lot of guys, he's doubting himself right now. His stuff's incredible, but he's kind of looking for success because he had that one thing against Liberty, and he pitched great that day. Just things didn't happen well, and so he's doubting himself. And this is a game that if you doubt yourself, it'll chew you up and spit you out. You got to have confidence, and you got to play with confidence. He needs to know who he was. If I was him, I just watched every outing I had for the last 2 months of the season last year, and I wouldn't worry about this at all.
We watched the Condon one on repeat. The Condon strikeout.
Absolutely, exactly right.
Well, how hard is it when it's a kind of a catch-22 when you need a win because you've had some difficult results, but because you had some difficult results, you're kind of down, like you said, you're kind of down on yourself mentally, and it makes it hard to get that rebound win. How difficult is that to try to not get caught in a catch-22 with that?
Just the players got to figure. They'll figure it out. I mean, that's where you right now, as much as anything, you're missing guys that the Penningtons last year and the Cozarts and the people that led our ball club. Those guys that said the right things and did the right things in the dugout, in the clubhouse, off the field. And right now, some of our guys that need to be leading this ball club, they're struggling and scuffling, so they're too busy thinking about themselves to worry about leading the club, and that's a problem. But hopefully they'll figure it out. You can't give them so much guidance. Bottom line, players got to make plays, and they got to step up and figure out what they want to do and who they want to be, and they got to figure this thing out.
Despite the disappointing weekend, you still feel like you've got the guys that they can get there.
We knew it was going to be tough to replace the entire offense and defense last year. We knew what we were up against, and we have a history of recruiting high school guys here and developing, and that's what we do. So the new world of portal and you run against a lot of older players and older teams, and that's kind of the way of the world right now. And so it's but we got who we got, and we got to go figure it out.
Yes, sir.
That's all I had. Anything else?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.